In this video I wanted to go over a quick program I had wrote to help out with this game I was playing. I'm playing vvvvvv. It is a classic, very well done indie game in the rage game genre, I believe is what it's called. VVV stands for spikes, and you're this character and you need to make it to the world, and you can also flip your direction of gravity. Anyways, there's these trinkets. On the right you can see the circle, and in order to get it you have to basically jump up and then navigate this system of spikes, of rooms. Look at the map. Basically you're going up quite a few stories and then coming back down, and when you come back down you have to come back down on the right side. Anyway, I was getting frustrated at trying to do this by myself, so I decided to write a program that does it because I am a coder. So it's a console application. It gives you a prompt with some commands. You can press Q to quit, or any other character will run the program, including enter. And then it will do some setup things if it is the first run of the program. The setup is it will grab the current hwind of the console so that it knows it stores the hwind in memory, and then it will look for the game's hwind using find window, and then passing in the title, which is just a constant char array, vvvvvv. It will print those to the console, and then it'll continue. So if it finds the game, the window with the appropriate title, it will open up a text file, and it'll parse the text file. It has a little text file, looks like this. So if the line starts with a comment or has more than 2 tokens per line, it's considered invalid and is skipped. And if it is valid, it will grab it and store it inside a list of commands. The procedure is very simple. If the first character, or the one character first primary token, is anything but a D or an S or an A, it will be a inversion. What will it be? It'll be a sleep, yes. So it'll tell the thread to sleep until a certain duration of time, which is this second token in milliseconds. And if it's A or D, it'll go left or right respectively, and if it's S, it'll hit the spacebar and it will cause the gravity to flip. So fetch commands basically just reads that file and then creates a vector of tuples of the commands themselves. Once the commands are fetched, it will switch over to the game itself. If let's see here, if I don't have focus on the game, it automatically goes into pause, and when focus is reattained, it unpauses. So I need to switch focus. That's what it does, brings it to foreground and sets the focus for the specific hwind that's passed. And there's switch to game and switch to console, passing in the appropriate hwinds. So it'll switch to the game, and then it'll start running the commands, which basically it goes through the list of commands, and if it is not a sleep function, it'll say, okay, send this key to the program for this duration of time, otherwise sleep for whatever duration of time it is. and the send key for milliseconds basically takes the input, which I guess doesn't need to be char anymore. This could just be a word. And that's the key code, the input. So let's do. Oh, but I still need I need input separately. Okay, well, it grabs the key code. It generates a scan code using map virtual key, passing in the key code and a function parameter saying, hey, convert this virtual key to virtual scan code. It does some output, and then it posts the message to the message queue for the h-wind of the game, and it'll send a key down. This one basically says you can repeat the command if it's continuously held down, and then the scan code is passed in on the 16th bit. Then we sleep for the duration, basically holding down the key for whatever the duration is passed in, and we send another message with key up, and key up has the same thing, the scan code and the repeat, so this part of the message is the same. The difference is this one in the 30th bit, which says that the previous time that message that was sent, the key had been pressed down. So it loops through the entire vector of commands, sleeping as appropriate, and then pushing the buttons as appropriate too. Now once it's done, it will switch back to the console, and the prompt will be rerun. So if we run this, yep, I changed some stuff. Let's see here. That's a word now. And I think that's it. Okay, so Q to run, enter Q to quit, enter to run, enter a command. I'm just going to hit enter. This is the first run, so it locates the game. The h-wind for the game is that address, and the h-wind for the other one is that other value for the console. And then if we hit return, it will switch over to the game and start running the commands. So it switches over to the game. I'll go right until for a while to get a constant position, and then it will sometimes fail. The reason why it fails, I'm not entirely sure. It could be part of the game where it won't process the input in the specific frame. It might add some offsets to increase the rage amount of the game, or it might just simply be that where I send the input to, I post a message to the game, and it'll interpret it on a frame too late or too soon. And because this combination is very, very tight, it sometimes fails. So in order to actually get it to run properly, or to get to the destination, it has to be run a few times. This one's probably going to fail from the looks of it. Maybe it's good. That's good. Perfect. So there we go. That's the program, and then if I go to the right, I got the shiny trinket, which is what I wanted. All right, cool. That concludes the run of the program, and this code can be found on GitHub. Thank you.